This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.
Welcome to On Deck. I'm very excited to be here because this is as close as I'm going to get to Game 7 of the Bruins versus the Philadelphia Flyers. It is on my iPad, and it is the box score. I did my best to get there, guys. I really, really did. But sadly, instead of going to Boston today, I'm hosting an episode with my two best friends, Andrew Moore-Crispin and the lovely Kate Abraham. Hey, guys. Lovely to have you here. How are you doing?
Well, I'm happy to be here. You're a sad little man. You know
You are like the most miserable man on earth today. Like the whole enthusiasm, dude. Come on.
Well, okay. I'll get a little enthusiastic. This will be taped before Game 7, so let's do some foreshadowing. The Bruins won last night. It was great. Yeah, it was awesome. So, if
Bruins.
They don't win, this will be the last On Deck ever, and I'll probably cry myself to sleep.
The funny thing is that, and I'm not being rude by any means, but nobody else really cares. But unfortunately, the whole day has been monopolized by Game 7 of the Bruins and the Flyers.
Okay, well, let's talk about some stuff that people actually care about. I'll give you your iPad, my iPad, our iPad, the Boston Bruins box. The iPad. Back to the lovely Kate Abraham, host of SexyTech, by the way. And you can see the SexyTech set behind us. We are here because we've just wrapped another shoot. Tell the fine folks what we have chatted about today.
We've done a couple of episodes today. We've done one on sexing up your iPad against Apple's wishes.
Oh, so showing off the Boston Bruins.
That's incredibly sexy. Yeah. And following that, we've also done sexy podcasts, both video and audio. So that'll be some good episodes coming up. And a couple of intros, actually, as well, for some interviews that we have on the horizon, which will be very eye-opening.
I would say so. I know what she's talking about, but
foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. Wow. That's what we call a cliffhanger.
Yes, indeed.
Now, since this has come into the land o' butterscotch, you've had your hands on it for quite a while. I've asked Andrew his impressions of it. What do you say of the iPad?
I absolutely adore this, and I think honestly, for me, it's one of those things where nobody needs an iPad. Everybody should have an iPad. They're completely useless, but so beautiful at the same time. It's like a big iPhone.
Fair enough, yes, and it displays the Daily Mail, I hear, very, very nice on a Sunday afternoon. You want to sit there and read the paper.
Well, dailymail.co.uk, that's all I'm saying.
Trying to get some sponsorship for SexyTech or something.
Make key things.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Making you tag some stuff.
BBC.co.uk.
Of course. Andrew Moore-Crispin, host of Gadget TV, our web editor here at butterscotch.com. I wanted to talk to you about a new show we have coming up called, well, I guess the name's kind of in the works, but the gist of it is the 60-second app.
60-second app. Yeah,
what's that all about?
The whole idea is you know, we all play with apps like every day here at work. Well, not while we're at work, of course.
Of course not.
No,
Andy, we
don't.
don't.
So, like, you know, we all have these apps that we use every day on our Blackberries, our iPhones, our Android phones, on our lovely iPads.
How is your iPad?
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right. But the whole idea is we take the apps that we really like, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've used, hundreds of them, and we pick the best ones, and we basically, for 60 seconds, tell the camera why it's a very good app.
So it's basically kind of like personality-driven. On mine, there'll be a lot of Boston Bruin apps, of course.
Naturally.
And it'll be a rotation of
I
hosts.
really feel for you, Kate. I really do. Seriously.
It'll be a rotation of hosts. You'll do your top 10. I'll do mine. Andy Walker's going to do a few. Sean Carruthers. We might have some guest hosts.
Yep.
A.K.A. the lovely Kate Abraham.
Absolutely.
Or maybe even Jay, Mr. Mobile.
Yeah, we'll have a bunch of people coming in.
So take a quick look at this sample we have here.
We have a clip.
We do have a clip.
Let's throw that
It's
clip.
like setting up like a Letterman show.
Yes.
Do you want to describe the clip for us?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I think I have a guitar.
This is true.
Yes.
Yeah, you're talking about the Gibson app, I
Yeah,
believe.
the Gibson Learn and Master Guitar, one of my favorites.
Okay, well, now I must emphasize these are just kind of prototype graphics that I designed, so very prototype. The whole content is what's key here, and we're going to get our good friends at archetype.ca to kind of do the green screen a bit better on that. But you get the gist. So take a look at Andrew here.
Happen.
Yeah, exactly. Take a look here at Andrew and his Gibson guitar app.
Hi, I'm Andrew Moore-Crispin, and in addition to being a bad on-camera host, I'm also a bad guitar player. Now, the App Store is filled with paid guitar-related apps, but Gibson's Learn and Master Guitar app bundles a bunch of great tools into one free package. Now, the whole app is a come-on for the entire Gibson Learn and Master Guitar DVD series, but it really is a small price to pay for all the great stuff that you're going to get. First off, there's a chromatic tuner that uses your iPhone's mic to act as a guitar tuner. You can select from a bunch of different tunings, including drop D, fourths, and a ton of others.
So that's the 60-second app with Andrew Moore-Crispin. Of course, he won't be the only host. Although I think
I'm going to try to monopolize.
You are my
I'll do
favorite
my
host
best.
so far. I'll let you know.
Well, given that we have only done one,
and I edited that one.
That.
Yeah, absolutely.
Much obliged.
So that's coming very soon to butterscotch.com. Coming Monday at 5 o'clock Eastern. The Lab Rats
yes.
are always 5 o'clock Eastern in the house. And they are talking about spring cleaning your computer.
Yes, it's vitally important.
You know, everyone kind of like spring cleans their apartment, their workspace, but you might not think, hey, my computer's cluttered. Let's take off some of the junk we don't need.
A lot of crap, yep.
A lot of crap. So that's coming up Monday at 5 o'clock Eastern. As always, Tuesday, we have Miss Download, 5 o'clock Eastern.
Where is she? Is she in the house?
She's not in the house now. She was in the house, actually. She did shoot. She did shoot shows earlier this week, so she was in the house earlier.
Did she pick pickled peppers as well? Or?
No.
No, okay.
Can you just let me do my rap
I'm
here, man?
sorry,
It sounds like we are rapping.
It's been a long
Do you want
day.
me to finish this off for you, or are you guys going to just keep going?
No, I think we're okay. So 5 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday, we have Miss Download, Jay Goldman, and Mr. Mobile on Wednesday. Thursday, we have Pimp My PC with Lucas Cochran. And then Friday, we have some show called On Deck, where if the Bruins win, you'll see another episode. If not, this is it. So for everything we've spoken about, please go to...
And Saturday, SexyTech, just saying.
Way to go, buddy. Now you're in the
Oh,
doghouse.
I might not even be allowed to watch the game tonight
No,
now.
you're done, basically now. So yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays is SexyTech, and I guess somebody else forgot, but please don't forget.
On that lovely note, I'm going to head home and watch the game and cheer for the Bruins. As I say, by the time this is released, the game's over, so this is Bruin talk is useless.
Well.
But head to butterscotch.com for everything we've spoken about. Thanks, guys, for being on the show.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
For Kate Abraham, Andrew Moore Crispin, I'm Matt Harris. I'll see you, hopefully, next week.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.